Kevin O'Connell has officially announced the starting quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. Not to us, though. Only to the team. He's going to keep it internal for as long as possible, and then later on in the week, he's going to let everyone know who his ultimate decision at the quarterback position will be. And I'm here to tell you that decision really won't matter at all. It did matter a couple weeks ago when we took on the Detroit Lions and lost a home game that we probably should have won, but Nick Mullins decided to throw a couple interceptions, 4 to be exact, and tried forcing the ball to Justin Jefferson there at the end of the game. It is what it is, okay? We lost. Our playoff hopes basically died along with that loss, even though we're still technically alive for the playoffs. So let's get into this situation, shall we? Before we do that, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It would be much, much appreciated. So, is it going to be Jaren Hall, Nick Mullins, Josh Dobbs? Who's it going to be? Well, Kevin O'Connell says that he knows who will be the starting quarterback for the Vikings in their regular season finale Sunday in Detroit, but he's not ready to air that information to the public. Here's what Kevin O'Connell had to say. I have made a decision on who's going to start at quarterback for us this week. I have not yet had a chance or to talk with the players yet, being off today, which was, I believe, yesterday. They kind of talked about it, to go through our face-to-face communication to let those players know. So I'm not going to announce any of that today, but we will keep you guys posted and get you that information here very, very shortly in the week, just so we can go through our preparation and go about trying to get a win here in Week 18 and with everybody having the clarity that they need. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I don't understand why he wouldn't just let us know. Maybe it's a shocker. Maybe it is Josh Dobbs, who's been the emergency third quarterback the last 2 weeks. Maybe it's Nick Mullins, who threw 6 picks through his 2 starts. Or maybe it's Jaren Hall, who ended up getting benched in that Green Bay Packers game because, well, let's just be, blatantly obvious. He was not great. Okay, none of our quarterbacks have been great this year, minus Kirk Cousins. It's been a debacle that we've had to deal with basically the last 8 weeks, 10 weeks, whatever it was at this point, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. I don't think this decision is going to matter. Just let us know who the quarterback's going to be, because it's not going to matter one bit. Yes, we still need a win. We have to hope for a couple other teams to lose to make the playoffs, but in all reality, it does not matter at all. Now, since Cousins ruptured his Achilles in Week 8 against the Packers, the Vikings have been riding an unpredictable quarterback carousel. Yeah, we all know, okay? Now, Hall started in Week 9 against Atlanta, but suffered a concussion on the second drive of the game. Dobbs took over and started the next 5 weeks. Remember the Pastronaut? Boy, those were fun days. Before turnover issues forced O'Connell to pull the plug on Dobbs and give Nick Mullins a chance. It would also result in Josh Dobbs being the emergency third quarterback. It wasn't even the backup anymore at that point in time. But Mullins, shocker, proceeded to throw 6 interceptions in his 2 starts, which prompted O'Connell to give Hall another try in what turned out to be a Sunday night disaster against the Green Bay Packers. So a decision has been made by Kevin O'Connell. He hasn't officially announced it to the public yet, but again, I'm going to reiterate the statement. It's not going to matter one bit. Whoever's out there, we're going to be all gritting our teeth. We're going to say, this guy stinks, this guy sucks, get him off the field, put the backup in, and kind of go from there. And we're just going to be pissed, okay? That's just the reality of us Vikings fans at this point in the season. We've seen some good quarterback play, but we've seen more bad quarterback play since Kirk Cousins went down in, what was that, Week 9 or Week 8 against the Kansas City Chiefs. So, or against the Packers, excuse me. But I don't know who I would go with. You guys can make your assumptions or let me know who you would go with in the comment section down below. Honestly, if it were me, give the ball to Nick Mullins, let Dobbs be the backup, and let Jaren Hall be the emergency third quarterback and kind of go from there. If Mullins starts throwing picks, starts turning the ball over, let's make the switch to Dobbs, because, again, this decision does not matter. So let me know who you want to start quarterback Week 18 for our Minnesota Vikings against Detroit. Also, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much, much appreciated. Have a great rest of the night, folks, and Skol Vikes.